is she? How great is Kellie Pickler?
This is the best show in the world, isn't it?
It is the best. Yeah.
You got the best job in the world.
Yeah.
Hey, and you know why?
What?
Because you're neighbors with Clint Eastwood.
That's why it's the best show in the world?
Oh my gosh, I just found out that his office is right here.
Yeah, it's George Clooney and then Clint Eastwood right next to that.
George Clooney as well.
Yes.
God.
Yeah.
You have no idea. I am the biggest Clint Eastwood fan.
Really? Have you met him?
No, I haven't. Oh my gosh, I just want to lick his face. I just love him. Not really. I think he's married. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I was going to say, I'd try to introduce you, then you said that.
No, can you?
I can try. I mean, he's a great guy. He's really, really sweet. And
If I ever met, I probably wouldn't lick his face just because I'd be disrespectful, but like.
Yeah, probably.
I would think about it, but I just give him a high five.
All right.
I think he's amazing.
We'll see if he's on the lot. Maybe we'll go after the show or something.
Oh my God,
and
I would
say
die.
hi. All right. So you're on tour right now, and
I am.
Are you getting in trouble or are you staying out of trouble?
Of course not.
Of course not, which one?
Well, I will tell you that I thought I was gonna go to jail the other day, cause and it wasn't my fault, but I was.
I love when you're on. You have such great stories.
But I have, oh yeah. So I had this photo shoot the other day, and it was like real early in the morning. I'd been there all day, and I didn't get out of there till like 6:30 at night. So I get in my car, and I'm driving, which I get so aggravated because all my friends gang up on me and they think I'm a bad driver, but I'm a really good driver. Although I will say when I drive in LA, I get flipped the bird like I don't know how many times. It's bad. But anyway, so I was driving down the road and I came up to a one-way street and there was no cars coming. And so I did one of those tap and goes where you don't you kind of stop, but you just kind of, you know what I'm talking about, like the tap and goes you're driving. Like, why are you gonna come to a complete stop when there ain't nobody for miles?
Yeah.
It's just wasting gas sitting there. And so I did a tap and go, and little did I know, there was an undercover cop. I hate that. Why do they do that? Well, he got me, and he pulled me over, and I was like, oh gosh. So I pull over, and he's like, ma'am, do you know why I pulled you over? And I'm like, my windows are too dark, because my windows are very tinted. They're very, very, very dark. And one time I actually went down a one-way street the wrong way because my windows were too dark. But I fixed it. I didn't get arrested or nothing, and I didn't hurt anybody. But anyways, okay, so he pulls me over. He's like, no, you ran that stop sign. I was like, I kind of stopped because we didn't stop all the way. And he's like, you don't know how to, he told me I didn't know how to drive, and I do. And then he asked me to see my license and registration, so I was like, okay. And I was first of all, I didn't know what a registration looked like, and which I should by now because I've been asked for it a lot. But I give him my license, and this was an embarrassing part because I give him my license. It was scotch taped together because it broke in half in the dryer. Do you know, for 2 months, don't tell anybody because this was bad. I did break the law. I did break the law.
Don't tell
for
anybody.
2 months. I did drive without my license but I have one, but I didn't have one then because I couldn't find it. And I still have my North Carolina license, but my driver's license had broken in half and it was down in my dryer vent, and it took me forever to figure out how to get it out. You know what I did?
I don't know.
If your driver's license breaks in half and it goes in the dryer vent, because I have a front loader, a red one, and take bubble gum and stick it on the end of a clothes hanger, the wire ones. Bend it straight, stick the gum on the end, and stick it down in there, and it will come out. I'll stick to it. But anyways, so I gave him my I scotch taped it together, and I gave him the driver's license, and he's like, just, keep looking for the registration. And I finally found one, and I gave it to him, but it was from '08. I didn't have my new one in there, so I did a tap and go, gave him my scotch tape license, didn't have my registration updated, which I did have it, I just forgot to put it in the car. And so he goes back to his car, and about that time I'm sitting there, I'm sweating bullets, because nobody wants to, it's just a hassle, they shouldn't bother you. So then I look up, and there's 5 or 6 police cars circling my car. I'm like, oh. I'm going to jail. But on the good note, because I was at a photo shoot earlier, my hair and makeup was already done, so my mugshot would have looked good. So, yeah. But anyway, they circled my car, and he ended up coming back, and I didn't get a ticket because he said his wife loved me and was a big fan.
Oh.
So, and I got out and I signed, well, he wanted me to, he's like, I hate to do this. First he goes, I didn't know you had tattoos, because I have some tattoos on my arms. And he goes, what's that one on your wrist mean? And I went, oh, it says pray. It's what I'm doing right now. I'm praying. And then, long story short, he goes, sorry. Are we on a time limit? Sorry, I'm trying to get as much shoved in a little amount of time. But then, so I prayed, and he didn't give me a ticket, but all those police officers came up because they wanted to get a picture. So I got out of my car, but the only thing is I look good from here up because of the hair and makeup, but when I go to photo shoots, I wear my pajamas. I just roll straight out of bed. So I had PJs and bedroom shoes on and dog hair all over me because Moo Moo, my little chihuahua, was with me. And, but anyway, so I got out and took pictures. It was great. And I didn't get a ticket. Woo!
Tell me real quick, but because we're out of time for the for the rest of the show. But tell me what.
My birthday's coming up, and I want a birthday present.
You want a birthday present from me?
Yeah.
What do you want?
I want you to go skydiving with me.
Go skydiving with you?
Yeah.
Why me? Why do you want me to do that?
Because it'd be so fun. And I'm like new to this electronic stuff, technology. Computer stuff.
Yeah.
And I just got a tweeter.
Twitter.
Twitter.
Yes.
And I'm following you on Twitter now.
Twitter. Yeah.
And we can Twitter while we're plummeting from the air.
Oh.
Wouldn't that be cool?
I don't want to plummet from the air. I wanted to do that a long time ago, but
You have to for my birthday.
Maybe.
Can you get Clint Eastwood to go?
Yes.
Get Clint Eastwood to go skydiving with me.
I bet he will. Let's talk about this big, sexy hair, because that's something that you have to talk about. That's partly. What are you doing with this?
This is you. Open it and you spray.
Oh,
like
that's how it
your
goes.
Hair. But seriously though, this
Are
is
there
like,
directions on the back? Because I don't know.
This is the only direction you need to know. Spray and play.
All right.
Say that.
Spray and play.
No, it's great stuff.
All right. Listen.
Here, you can keep this bottle.
I will. Hopefully we recorded that. It's you spray.
Spray?
Yeah.
Spray it.
All right.
Spray it. Play.
All right.
And play. Yeah.
Listen. Everybody in the audience is going to get to spray and play.